Okay, welcome to day 8. I didn't think I could stream today, but I think I can squeeze one really quick stream in before I go, before I have to take off for a week. And so what I'm doing is I am trying to learn how to make a roguelike in Rust by using a roguelike tutorial, which is using the specs entities component system crate, and I've gotten as far as field of view. Yesterday what we did was we modified the code to implement something called a viewshed, which allows us to just show around the player what the player can see instead of the whole map. Prior to this, we had the entire map revealed at the start of the game, but now we're showing only what the player can see. So what's coming up next is expanding the map to include revealed tiles. So what you can see is as I'm walking around here, we only see what's currently visible and we completely forget what we visited already. So whatever is seen is lost. This is all black space here. And so we're going to change this code so that it remembers what we saw. To simulate map memory, we'll extend our map class to include a reveal tiles structure. It's just a bool for each tile on the map. If true, then we know what's there, and our map definition now looks like this. So let's make that modification. I think we're all clean. So source lib map, and we have tiles, we have rooms, we have width, we have height, and now we're adding revealed tiles, and it's a vector of bools. Okay, we also need to extend the function that fills the map in to include the new type. In new rooms and corridors, we extend the map creation to this. Okay, that makes sense. We're modifying the way we make a map. We have to also modify the way we initialize a map. So this is revealed tiles, and they all start out as false. 80 by 50. We change draw map to look at this value rather than iterating the component each time. The function now looks like this. Okay. So in draw map, which is down here, we have okay, so we're just drawing, it's interesting, so we're not drawing what the player can see because we have this. I'm confused because I thought we'd still want to show. Alright, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'll just comment this out and comment this out because it looks like we're ignoring the viewshed for now. We've got to come back to that, right? Alright, so now we're going to do index and tile in the enumeration of the iterator. Right? And then instead of looking at whether or not it's in the viewshed, we're going to look at whether or not it's revealed. Map.revealed tiles IDX. Then we match on the tile and we either draw a floor or a wall. Gray black for the floor and green black for the wall. So that's okay. This will render a black screen. That makes sense because we're not building any revealed tiles. So let's compile that. Oh. Typo in revealed tiles. REVEALED. Oh, and I typoed it down there too. LEAD. revealed, LAED, okay. Build that. Oh boy. I'll just type it again. Revealed. Okay, so a few warnings of things we're not using, but that's okay. And then we have a black screen, right? Nice. So we can still move around and we still get blocked by walls, but we're not drawing anything because nothing is revealed. All right, this will render a black screen because we're never setting any tiles to be revealed. So now we extend the visibility system to know how to mark tiles as revealed. To do this, it has to check to see if an entity is the player, and if it is, it updates the map's revealed status. Okay? What file is that in? Visibility system. All right, so we still have an empty structure for visibility system, and now we're extending the system data. So we have write expect. Oh. On the map, we have a list of entities. Tick A, the write storage for the viewshed, the write storage for the position, and a read storage for the player. All right, so that means this needs to change. So mute map, entities, viewshed, position, and the player. It's getting kind of complicated now, isn't it? And this is for entities, viewshed and pause in entities, viewshed and pause, join. Viewshed visible tiles clear, we still do that. Field of view, still do that. Retain, still do that. And now, if this is the player, reveal what they can see. There we go. Let P option player get if let sum P equals P. So we're saying if we can get the player, then for every tile in the viewshed that we just created, we're going to set the reveal tiles to true. Okay, I could go along with that, but we're actually not using P anywhere in here, right? It's set here, and then it's just checked to see if it is a sum instead of a none. So we can make it a little simpler, right? We can say if player.get ent is sum. It seems, maybe that'll hurt me later on down the line, but I'm going to take that chance. In viewshed visible tiles iter, let index is equal to the map of xy index is x is y. So we're pulling out all of the field of view entries that we found and retained. And map revealed. Wow, I cannot type that word. ALED tiles IDX is equal to true. All right. The main changes here are that we're getting the entities list along with the components and obtaining read-only access to the player's storage. Yes. We add those to the list of things to iterate in the list and the entities here. And then we add a let option player get ent to see if it's a player. This rather cryptic if let sum P equals P runs only if there's a player component. All right, so I hopefully simplified that correctly. Then we calculate the index and mark it as revealed. Okay. If you cargo run the project now, it's massively faster than the previous version and remembers where you've been. Okay, I get the remembers where you've been part. I'm not sure about the massively faster. I'm not sure what that means. Faster than the previous version. All right, well, let's build it. And of course we failed. So what did I do wrong? Oh, player not found in the scope. Okay. You got to add player. And oh, because I still have that. I still have that in my map. So let's remove that from the map. I thought we would still need it, but it looks like not. So let's get rid of this. Right? And get rid of this. And then we no longer need the Viewsheds player or the map, right? No, we do need the map. We just don't need Viewsheds and players. Right? From there. I don't know, is that what makes it faster, not looking up the Viewsheds and the players? All right, refresh. Okay. Oh, look, everything's remembered. It's like drawing everything. That's pretty cool. But shouldn't it... Did we... Trying to think here. We're still drawing everything as... Right, and it's remembering everywhere we've gone. Neat. Okay. We can keep going then. Speeding it up even more, recalculating visibility when we need to. So it's still not as efficient as it could be. Let's only update viewsheds when we need to. Let's add a dirty flag to our viewshed component. Our system can be extended to check if the dirty flag is true and only recalculate if it is, and set the dirty flag to false when it is done. Okay. Let's cargo format. Let's see if Clippy should still be happy. Clippy's happy. Let's see what our differences are. There's reveal tiles. We simplified the map drawing code. Oh, we can pull these lines out. Let's pull those lines out. Right? Point. Still need point in there, but we don't need these two lines. Right? What else? So we still match the tile type. We added, what did we add? The player to that. We extended this system data, looping over a little bit bigger stuff, and now we're doing that. Yep, looks good. Get status, I think it's all in source. Git add source, git commit. Only show what we've seen and remember it. Okay, speeding it up even more. All right, so we're going to modify the viewshed component to add a dirty bit. Pub dirty, cool. And then we'll modify our initialization in main. Source main, viewshed. Dirty true. Dirty true. Our system can be extended to check the dirty flag, right? So let's write this out. Lib, and this is the player, right? Try move player. Now we need to set the flag when the player moves because what they can see has changed. We update try move player. So we get players, we get the positions, we get the viewsheds. Let mute viewsheds equal ECS write storage viewshed. We still fetch the map, and now we're looping over player, position, and viewshed. Yep, and mute viewsheds here. Okay. Destination index is equal to the map index. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed. Okay, this is what changed. Viewshed dirty equals true. Okay, that should be pretty familiar by now. We've added viewsheds to get the right storage and included in the list of component types we're iterating. Then one call sets the flag to true after a move. Well, the game now runs very fast once more if you type cargo run. Okay, well, we're not really seeing a speed difference here. But everything seems to still be working the way it was. So we only calculate the viewsheds now every player move. And we can go exploring and get distracted doing that, or we can get back to the tutorial. Okay, so now get status, get diff. Okay, cargo format, and Clippy is happy. Yes. That hasn't changed. Good. Git add source, git commit. Only update viewshed when dirty. Wait a minute. We're not actually checking that flag anywhere. We're setting it. But we're not. I'm confused. We're setting the flag, but we're not checking it? Is that something that got lost somewhere along the line? Oh, here's code says if viewshed dirty. Viewshed dirty is false. Okay, so let me make that change too before I add this. Yeah, I think that maybe this got lost in translation somewhere. So this is in our visibility system. Is that right? Viewshed dirty. This is inside this loop. Okay, so if viewshed.dirty. Let's see if that works. That should build. And let's see if it still runs. Okay, and we're definitely still updating the viewshed when we move. Okay, I like that a little bit better. I think that might be a bug in the documentation here. Right? Git add diff stage. Yeah, so now we're only updating the viewshed if the viewshed is dirty. And, oh, I forgot to set it to false. Oops. Right? Viewshed dirty equals false. Build that. Refresh. Okay, it still works. Good. We haven't broken anything. And hopefully it's, quote, much faster. Although I can't really see any speed difference. Let's add that. Let's take a look one more time. Viewshed dirty is false. Everything got shifted over. That's fine. And we'll commit that. Commit only update viewshed when dirty. Good. All right, we probably have time for one more before I have to get going. Graying out what we remember but can't see. So one more extension, we'd like to render the parts of the map we know are there but can't currently see. So we add a list of what tiles are currently visible to the map. So we have revealed tiles, which is everything we know exists, and visible tiles, which is everything we can actually see right now, is my guess. So map, source, lib, components, it is not, it's in the map. Source lib map. And now I have the Dora song going through my head. This was missing, but I guess we never printed it out, so I'm not going to put that in. pub visible tiles vec bool. All right, so now we're going to modify the viewshed dirty code. We're going to modify the visibility systems code. Right? Viewshed dirty is false. Clear field of view, retain, still doing that. Player get, okay. And now they put underbar p in there. I guess in this version of it, they realized they weren't using the player entity itself. They're just checking to see if it was the current entity in this loop. So we're going to leave that alone. For t in map visible tiles iter mute, star t is false. So we're going to clear all of the visible tiles. Okay. Map visible tiles iter mute, star t equals false. So this loops over every entry in the visible tiles vec mutably and sets it to false. Then we're still doing viewshed visible tiles iter. We're grabbing the index and we're setting reveal tiles and visible tiles to true. Okay, that makes sense because we just cleared all the visible tiles and now we're just setting the ones we currently can see to true. But the reveal tiles don't get cleared. They only get turned on and they never get turned off. So it latches that value. Okay, I'll buy that. And now we adjust draw map to handle the new visible tiles. There. So in draw map, which is down here, render a tile depending on the tile type. If map reveal tiles, index, let glyph, let mute, match tile. Okay. What are we doing here? We're setting glyph and FG based on the tile type. Okay. And I guess the background's always black. So this is a modification. If map visible tiles, foreground is actually foreground to grayscale. Okay, so it modifies the green to a gray. This is interesting. The foreground here for floor is different to the one we were using for floor. All right, but what we can do here instead, just to simplify the code a little bit, is we can use tuple destructuring. Let glyph and foreground equal this, and then we can just return the tuple of floor, comma, green, see the gray for the floor, right? I'm confused now. And then tile type wall becomes wall green. All right, so that simplifies this. And now that we have that, oops, I think I've confused my IDE here, which is Vim. If not map visible tiles, then we're going to modify the foreground to grayscale. I don't like not putting the semicolon on there. CTX set XY foreground, which is what we just made, and then background is black, and then the glyph. Is this going to compile? Let's find out. Does not. Oh, that's so it wasn't the IDE that was confused, it was me. So I missed something somewhere. So this is, oh, I thought this was the match, but this is the match. Okay. Like that. There we go. And we blew up. Because I typoed visible tiles. Ties. There we go. Still bad. Oh, missing it in the initializer. Okay. Line 60. We need visible tiles to be false. Visible. Hey, it built. Okay, let's see if it runs. Yeah, look at that. And you can see as I walk away, they stay behind and they become grayed out. Very nice. See, boom, boom. You can see this section here turning gray. Neat. As I walk away. Okay. So I think that's the end of the whole section, right? Yep, end of the chapter. So what have we got? Added the visible tiles. We initialized it to false. We now draw it slightly differently, graying it out when necessary. I wonder what, this must be a typo here, right? Because this is 000505 instead of 555 for the gray. I don't know what that would do, but I'm not going to do that now. We set all our visible tiles. Every time the viewshed becomes dirty, we clear out our visible tiles and then we set them to true. And if they're not visible, then they're going to become a grayscale. And then we draw that. Okay, that's a pretty straightforward change. Git add source. Oh, let's cargo format. First, git diff. Oh, it did change. Okay. Yep, it did that. That makes sense. And here now it changed this down. It moved it up on me last time and now moved it back down. And then, okay, that makes sense. Git add source. Oh, I didn't Clippy. Let's see. Is Clippy happy? Is Clippy happy? Clippy is happy. So git commit. Gray out non-visible but known areas. And there we are. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, and that's perfect timing. And that'll end a stream. I should be able to stream again next week. This was day 8. So day 9 will be probably next Wednesday, I hope. But thank you very much for watching. I'm going to check out my new closing transition. And I'll see you soon.